Borderline personality disorder. It looks like I'm going to get one more video at least in before I once again become homeless. This will be about the fourth time I become homeless, and I'm starting to think that the only common denominator is me. Real quick, just to get it out of the way, this channel is funded through donations. If you would like to make a donation, there is a link to PayPal in the description below. Now that that's out of the way, we can get to the good stuff. I've been thinking about what to make a video on. I could make a video on the whole fact that for a fourth time, maybe fifth, I'm going to be homeless. Yet I don't think anybody's really that interested in that video. I could do a video on this whole corona outbreak and the quarantine and the big corona scare. But everybody's already doing that. It's been beat to death. I'm thinking that all of you might want to break from all of that. So, what shall we talk about? I was going to do the 50 things to know about borderlines. I might do that one later. For this one, I need to do something quick and something I've been thinking about a lot over the course of the last week is how much of a burden I feel that I am to others. This could be, the reason I could be thinking of this also is that somebody about a week ago was yelling at me, telling me I was a leech and a burden on society. It got me thinking, maybe they're right. Maybe I am a leech and a burden on society. I have the best of intentions not to be. And the last job I got, I was a cook, and then 3 months later they shut down because nobody wanted to eat their food no more. I don't think that had anything to do with my cooking per se. I think it had to do with the owners having a gambling addiction. That's just my opinion. And I have excuses for why I haven't been able to work. I'm crazy, which makes it difficult in situations to not freak out. I have been trying to get disability. In the state I live in, though, it's very difficult to get disability. They think everybody's trying to fake it. And it's really hard proving disability when you have a mental issue. There's so much more proof that you need that it affects your life, but it does just as much as not having legs and arms might affect one's life differently, but to the same effect, if that makes sense. They're both debilitating, just in different aspects. But they're both debilitating. They both should qualify for some kind of disability. And then when I tell people I'm trying to get disability, a lot of them just say I'm faking my mental condition and that I'm just wanting to be a freeloader and get a handout. Even though I think disability would only give me maybe like $2 a month to survive on anyway, so I don't see how it's that much of a handout. There's other reasons I'm not working. For one, it's 30 miles in any direction to get to any place of employment. I live out in the middle of nowhere. I know that was my decision. It might help out, though, with this whole homeless thing. The fact that I live out in the middle of nowhere, I could still probably just live out in the middle of nowhere. Even though I think there's rules against that. Because all of the land is owned by the state. So even though there's a lot of land around me, I can't stay there because it's state owned and I can only stay on public property. I've been looking into it. So I guess I could go down to the town square and I could pitch a tent there. They usually frown on you pitching a tent at the town square, but I don't think they would arrest me for it as long as I kept it clean. They seem to be able to get you more for littering than pitching a tent in the middle of town. So I may try that. Once again, though, then I'm still going to be a burden on society and a leech. I try to think of anything that I give back, anything I give to society. I can't come up with anything. I often think that people with BPD do feel like a burden and an inconvenience to all of those around us. And they've got to deal with our mood swings, which are perfectly logical to us, but come across as psycho to them. So that must be a burden. And then normally we need other help as well. I'm not sure. I would like to hear from all of you to know your opinions on this situation. Do you ever feel like a burden to everyone around you? And what do you do when you're like how could I stop being such a burden? It seems like everything I think of just makes me a burden to somebody else. It's passing one problem to another. Let me know in the comments section below. And until next time, keep on keeping on.